There are three main reasons why you feel I am not good enough, and let me tell you about them and how to overcome self-doubt. So if you're a service provider and clients don't return to you, you think that I provided a bad service and they didn't like the results, so that's why they didn't return to me. But the truth is different. They don't return to you not because of your service and not because of delivery, but there are hundreds of reasons why they don't do it. And the first and the most obvious one is they just forget about you. They are so busy, they have so many things to do and so many troubles that they just don't think about you. The next reason, they could just move to another location, or they choose the service provider just near them. Then there are a lot of people who love something new and they always try something new and they feel pleasure of trying something new. You feel terrible about this, you blame yourself, you think that if you provide great service, clients will return to you. No, absolutely not. Because in my coaching, I helped like more than 10,000 creative individuals, and many of them were incredible at providing their services, and still clients didn't return to them. It was not because of their service, because they were the best in their field. It was more marketing and sales issues. So, if to say about me, I increased my return rate when I started to book clients for the next coach session in the end of the current coach session. So, this one thing, when I just scheduled them for the next session, just more than doubled my return rate. And I was the same coach, but just implemented this one marketing thing helped me to make return rate more and more. And maybe you're trying to grow as a specialist and be better at delivering your service, and still you face this problem. So this is not because of delivery, this is because of marketing and sales. The next thing, so you're thinking that you're not good enough because you evaluate your work subjectively and you think that you could have done a better job. Yes, we all think that we can do better, that we provided not good services. And the paradox of life was that I thought my worst presentation and my worst coach session were the best one. So my worst sales presentation, as I thought, they did maximum sales. My worst coach sessions, they made clients to continue services with me. So, so this is very subjective thing that we provide good or bad services. We need to ask our clients and they will tell you about how did you do. And the only thing you need is courage to ask them, because they can say you not a pleasant thing. They can tell you what they dislike and what you could have done better, and this is painful. But it's much better to hear that from your clients, that to overthink and blame yourself that you did a poor job. So don't blame yourself, ask your clients, and always ask your clients about your services. And in most cases, they will tell you you provided a great job and you thought you did poor job. So our mind tends to undervalue us and our skills. So the next thing why you feel you're not good enough is because you're browsing the web and watching the Instagram, and like you're comparing yourself with your competitors. You undervalue yourself and you overvalue your competitors. You think that they're so good, they're perfect, and they did a great job. They have tons of clients and tons of appointments and everything is great. But believe me, they're not so good as you think. And still they compare themselves to a more higher specialist than them. And the best in the niche, they compare themselves to specialists in other niches, or they compare themselves to the best version of themselves. And that's why everybody feel terrible and feel I'm not good enough. I had so many specialists who were best of the best in the niche, but still they felt terrible about their service and they felt that they need to learn something new to be better, and to be better. But so many best of the best, they experienced problems with returning clients. So, because like people are different and some they can like you and some they may not like you. And there are like pricing issues. For some, the price is too expensive. For some, the price is too low, and you cannot be good for everyone. So don't blame yourself. And now, let me tell you how did I personally handle this issue, because I had a real evidence that my work sucked. When I started my online trainings, I started with helping people to find their life purpose. And I started my first online training and I promised I would find life purpose to the attendees. I had 10 clients for that event and I helped only one of them. That was terrible. I failed miserably. And yeah, I was really poor at delivering my service. Then I conducted the next online training, and that training included 12 classes. And could you imagine that on the 8th class, nobody out of 12 people appeared? So that was very painful because they paid for it and they didn't show up because probably they dislike me or they didn't feel value. So that was super painful, and I really watched and observed that I was terrible. And of course, I compared myself to my competitors, and they were better, they made more money. How did I handle this? The first thing, I reminded myself why did I start my own business? Because I wanted to quit my hated job and I wanted to do the things I love. And thank God, despite of my poor services, I had money for running my business, and clients pay me enough to cover my living expenses. So thank God, though I was poor at delivering service, I had enough money to cover my living expenses. So that was good, and I was super grateful for that. Then I loved what I do. I loved coaching, I loved consulting, I loved conducting online and live training. So that was my passion, and I wanted to be better. I wanted to grow. I told myself that yes, right now I'm not as good as I wanted, but I would grow and I would be better. This determination of constant growth helped me to stay on my way and to continue my business. Well, the next thing that helped me a lot was I accept that I was not good enough. I didn't fight with that. I tried, but the more I tried to convince myself that I'm good, my mind found dozens of evidences that I was terrible. And this is the lose game. So you cannot win against your mind, because for one pro, your mind will find you like 5 cons and you'll get into depression. So just don't play this game. Just accept, yes, I'm not good enough, and I will get better, I will grow, I will develop my skills. And later, much later, I found out why my clients didn't return to me. So the thing was not because of my service. Thing was because of my offer. I offered them the thing they didn't want to buy. So because sometimes, you offer people the thing they hesitate, they don't want, and they just quit and they don't tell you about that. So when you change your offer and when you change what you deliver to them, they start to buy. Just stick to your way, despite that you're thinking you're not good enough. Just continue, because your clients can think differently. They can think that you're really good. They can give you good feedbacks, and just ask your clients. And if they tell you that something they dislike, you can just change it and you can get better. So life is the constant growth, and you grow and life gets more difficult, so you need to grow more. And that's okay to fail, that's okay to be not perfect. And basically, you cannot be perfect, and you don't need to be perfect to make abundance of money. Don't judge yourself and don't blame yourself. So just continue your way and make more money and continue helping people and just have fun growing and developing yourself as a specialist and as a person. And I'm sure that you will reach the top and you'll be a very good specialist and you'll be happy with your life. So see you soon.